Good morning and happy Monday, everyone. Well, I guess I couldn't start this week off without getting to my love, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. Actually, you know what? All three of them are intertwined. It was the golf tournament I volunteered at yesterday. That was my low, my high, my act of kindness. I say my low. My low is the fact that, it's over now. I can't really. It's sad it's over now, but that's okay. All good things have to come to an end. But you know what? I got to see a whole lot of people I don't see very often. Even met some new people I've never met before, and it was all for a really great cause. So, yeah, it was actually really funny because the person I was with and I were because we had to deliver like raffles at various holes throughout the golf course, and it was a hot day yesterday, but we got to be underneath a tree. We weren't even that hot at all. It was awesome. I did have to get up early though. I guess if I didn't want to completely, have to talking about my low, I would say that I did get up pretty early yesterday. I mean, I got up at like 5 and went to bed at like 11, so. But you know what, I'm good. I got, I was in bed for 9 hours. That's not to say I slept that long. But you know what, I can't say I didn't try. I can't say I didn't try getting some good sleep. And I might take a little bit of a nap today later. Who knows? But I was doing a little bit of looking things up before I press record. We're at the 22nd One Piece manga chapter of 2025. And it feels like, okay, well, here's the thing. We haven't had a chapter in about 2 weeks. But still, that's crazy that we're this far. I mean, the way I see it, because unfortunately it looks like we're going to have another break. I'm thinking we're going to get, the way things are going, we'll get probably 8 more chapters before this year is over. And after today, that is. So that'll bring us right at 30 a year. Unfortunately, it's getting less and less. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I hope it's a little bit more. I mean, the story has to continue at some point, right? We'll have to wait and see. But let's not worry about that now. Let's worry about the chapter at hand, which is One Piece chapter 1157, Legendary Bar. Okay, Legendary Bar. That could mean basically a bar. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so it would seem that the Rocks Pirates are stealing from a charity organization. Okay. Oh, okay. So, get this. The Rocks Pirates are stealing. This chapter is opening up from the Rocks Pirates stealing from essentially a charity organization. But the people behind the charity organization were never going to give it to charity. The money that they had in charity. Huh. I guess if this proves anything, is that in the world of One Piece, corruption really can be anywhere. Whitebeard pretty much just used his power to destroy the island. That's funny to me. And there's a little back and forth between Kyo and Shiki. Alright. Oh. Hey, looks like Whitebeard and Kaido are being bros right now. Huh. Remember, this is before Kaido got his devil fruit. So, he sees Whitebeard doing what he's doing. He's like, man, I really could use devil fruit myself. And Whitebeard's like, you better choose wisely because you'll be stuck with it for life if you're not careful. Well, actually, you're always stuck with it for life, but if you're not careful, you get the power for the rest of your life that you'd rather not use. Okay. So it looks like the Navy they were tipped off by the Navy was tipped off, and now they're about to attack the Rocks pirates, and Rocks is like, sink them all and take their loot. Ooh, narration. Within just 2 years of their founding, the Rocks pirates were responsible for 16 recorded raids, 76 sunken ships, 14 ports burned to the ground, 5 towns leveled, 1 kingdom brought to ruin, 3 special violations of Article 18 of world law, and 25 crimes that were completely covered up. Dear God, these guys are crazy. Okay, Rox is the guy. Rox is totally the guy. I love that the narrator's calling this the era of Rox. That's insane. Which makes me wonder what happened. I do kind of know what happened at God Valley. I mean, listen, if you haven't been paying attention, which, kind of makes sense, One Piece manga chapters have been kind of rare. While the Rocks Pirates are made up of a lot of very dangerous individuals, they don't really function as a unit. They really are all in it for themselves in that regard. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, okay. Hey, it's the island that Harold found Ida. And the world government is taking that town as slaves. Which obviously is a bad thing because, if you don't remember, it was Anishi where Harold found Ida. He thought that Ida was being taken prisoner as a slave of humans. Obviously that wasn't the case, and there was a big misunderstanding, but they forgave each other, and Harold started to realize that humans are good. They are, they may be small, but they're very decent, good people, as you can imagine. So basically, you're attacking an ally of Harold. Harold is not going to take that well, as you would imagine. Okay, back in Elbaf. At Ida's bar. Huh. So Harold sank the world government ship, as he expected. Oh, okay. So it looks like Rox is trying to convince Harold to join his crew now. I love that, because at this point, Harold shaved his head, and Rox is like, and you think shaving your head will make them see your contrition? Ooh. Wait, he met Garp already? Why did he meet Garp? Hmm. Okay. It seems that right now John Giant was recruited into the Navy, so Giants are going into the Navy. All right. Oh, that's cute. Rock's like, hey, can you please talk to Harold about this? And Edith's like, well, if Harold were my son, I think I'd say choose better friends. And what's funny is, Loki and Harold are both outside Skull. Like, Edith knows they're right there. So Macho is like trying to sort of broker peace between the two, but she can't really do that. And oh, that's just so cute. It is. Ooh, okay. So a young Garp, a young Sengoku, a young Sewer, and a young Kong. Okay, it looks like they're just talking about giants joining the Navy and stuff like that. All right. Huh. All right. Okay. Garb has the right idea. Like, yeah, why don't we get the Giants into the world government already? I mean, they're giants, man. You want them on your side. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hachinosu, 42 years ago. Shaki? Wait, Shaki quit the Kuja Pirates? So many men went out to sea just to pursue Shaggy, thinking they had a chance. They did not. Ha! Gloriosa and Big Mom are talking. Gloriosa's like, what is Shaggy doing? Ooh. Okay, first of all, there's a nice in the panel with Gloriosa and Big Mom. You can see Katakuri, Daifuku, and Oven. And Big Mom makes a comment saying, it seems like the island of women can't find love. And Gloriosa's like, okay, I wouldn't expect you to understand any of that. You crank out babies like popcorn. I mean, by this point in the flashback and in, this history, Big Mom should already have like 20 kids. So, yeah. Uh-huh. And I love that, okay, now it's a Stussy and a Whitebeard. And, that's funny. Stoosy's like, you've had eyes of me, right, Newgate? Newgate's like, no, I haven't. No, you had eyes. I love that. That's cute. That's funny. Wait, why is the Kuja shit coming up on Hachinosu? Oh, dude. Shaki's gonna live on Hachinosu now? That's insane. And she's making a bar? I love Rox's and everyone else's reaction to the fact that Shaki's on a bar. Oh, and there space. Famous establishment of Pirate Island, full of lead, or Hachinosu, Shaki's River Bar, known for its month-long waiting list. This lone felony blooming in... This lone peony. Okay. So, yeah. That's really... irreplaceable treasure to the pirates who made their island their home? And what is treasure if not something that can be stolen? Oh no. Before I say what I say I know for, it looks like the five elders are talking to Harold over the transponder channel. Says, listen, if you want Elbaf to join the world government, kill rocks. That's crazy. Here's what's even crazier. It would seem that the God Valley incident, if what is shaping up here is turning out to be true, the God Valley incident is going to be caused because someone stole Shaki off of Hachinosu. Because I forget what chapter it was, but during the Kuma flashback, Garb said, well, what did you expect? You stole the treasure off of Hachinosu. People are going to take it. You're coming to find where it is. If this is true, it looks like they stole Shaki. The God Valley incident is quite literally going to be caused because every man who shows up to God Valley is a simp for Shaki. You know what? That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Although, knowing what I know now, and I can pretty much figure this out on my own, but it'd be nice if the manga does explain it later, because we meet Shaki and Sabaody. She's Rayleigh's wife. Now she is. What made no one attracted to her anymore? Unless, and this is actually my level thinking too, because like I'll see a pretty girl myself, but if I know that she's married, I immediately lose interest. I think that's what's gonna happen. But hey, that's funny. That's One Piece. That's hilarious to me. Oh man, I can't wait till the next chapter comes out. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow my social media. As always, I'm your homie. Video for all you guys watching the show. For you, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, I'm always be here to lend me always your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.